This is a after incident report for the First Street fire on November 28th, 2025. Engine 1 responded to a single-story, one-bedroom residential structure on First Street for an active fire on this day. With the assistance of Engine 2, Truck 3, and Battalion 1, the fire was extinguished and brought under control. When overhaul was started, an additional structure fire across town within the district was happening, so all units except for Engine 1 cleared the scene and went to that fire. Engine 1 continued to stay on scene to complete overhaul of the structure and make sure that extinguishment was complete and the structure was under control. During that time, I was notified by firefighter Jones, who was in the fire room, in the room of origin, that he had found a suspicious liquor bottle that had a rag in it and some partial burning on it. Once that happened, we stopped our overhaul and began to look for any further evidence, as this looks suspicious to us in terms of how the fire may have started. Further investigation of the scene revealed some more broken glass in a similar style to the original bottle found. Also, firefighter Smith discovered another similar liquor bottle outside of the structure on the seaside, just outside the fire origin room. There was another liquor bottle with a rag in it. Next to that bottle as well, inside a flower bed, there were a lot of footprints right near the back window to the room of origin. This looked suspicious in terms of location, and the footprints were followed back to the backyard and out the back fence. Once a search was completed to see if any more evidence was located, Engine 1 made sure to mark all the evidence and make sure not to disturb it, as well as completing overhaul so that no further damage would come to any of the evidence. The entire property was then marked off with caution tape to secure it to make sure that no one entered the property. At the time, we did not feel the need for additional law enforcement or anyone to come along to help us secure the scene. We felt that the area was secured with just Engine 1. After that was completed, overhaul was done and secured, evidence was marked and recorded. Then Engine 1 exited the structure and also made sure that the structure was as secure and marked as we could make it. And Engine 1 stayed on scene to keep control of the scene as to not release it until the fire marshal, who was contacted about the fire and had already been en route, but additional evidence and findings were passed along. While in the main fire room, it was clearly evidenced by the fact that there was no other fire in any of the other rooms upon arrival, and by the damage that the room of origin was the back bedroom. It does appear that the fire started on the seaside, as indicated by the burn patterns and fire damage. It also appears that the fire was intensely hot, and that was evidenced also by the thermal imaging camera when we entered the scene. We also noted that the fire appeared to accelerate rapidly while we were in there, possibly showing that there was some accelerant used in this fire, further supporting the theory that this appears to possibly have been arson. We also inspected the scene to see if any other items were shown to have been possible to start the fire, such thing as candles or something electrical plugged in the wall. Any other items that stuck out may have been possible. The property owners were also contacted, as they were not on scene and not home at the time. This call came in from a passerby. They had no information to pass on as to what could have possibly caused the fire. And the caller also did not have any other further information. They were simply outside. The scene was kept secure until the fire marshal arrived, and all information and locations were passed along to the fire marshal. Control of the scene remained within the fire department's control, and once the fire marshal obtained all the information, they took control of the scene to continue their investigation. A written report along with diagrams will be submitted to the fire marshal office to assist in the investigation.